Hello, hello. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. Um, yeah, the last video that I filmed was like I think at my house. Like I'm at school right now, so I'm like in an apartment, but like I filmed at my actual house, I think. And that was like a kind of like a breakdown video to be honest, like a crash out video. I was like crashing out. I hated everything. And I still do, but minimally, not as much anymore. Mental health is still, a roller coaster, but I'm learning to balance things, and I'm learning to see things in different ways, go about my life in a more positive mindset, which is, I'm still struggling with it, but, even just doing new things, and experiencing new things and new people and new environments and stuff has helped me a lot. It's just finding that balance. But I guess in this video, I just want to like do a little recap, a little life update of like, what's been happening recently, and where I'm at right now. Just a little mark in my diary, if you will, say like, yeah, this is what's happening on November, let's check the time, November 25th on a Tuesday at 3:08 a.m. in the morning. Yes, yes, this is a very late start, but I was gonna film. I was thinking about filming around like one ish. I was in the kitchen and I was like cooking um dumplings because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make some dumplings. I cooked some dumplings yesterday, and I don't know why I thought about cooking it, but I'm like, I went to TNT spontaneously one day, like a few weeks ago, with like an old friend from like this club I went to, like this dancing club I went to, at school. Um, and then spontaneously her and her friends like were going to like TNT, which is like an Asian like grocery store nearby. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just come. And then when I was there, I got like a bunch of stuff, and then I got these like dumpling um wraps, like kind of like the breading wrap. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make some dumplings. So I recently went and got all the groceries, and I made the pork dumplings. I still have some more to make, and then I'm making another version, but chicken. And honestly, when I made them and I ate them, I'm like, these taste exactly like if I were to like buy it at a store or buy it at a grocery store. Like this tastes like packaged, but like good, like something you would buy at like a restaurant or something. I'm like, I mean, I kind of used all the ingredients that like the videos were telling me to use. The only thing I left out was like sesame oil or like oyster sauce or whatever. Like those are like additional sauces that they put in. But I put like soy sauce, I put garlic. The garlic really does make it taste like the actual thing. Like the garlic is the actual like thing that you probably need. Because I don't usually buy garlic. I just, yeah, I don't really buy garlic, but then I bought it and I put it in and it tastes really good. And I thought I lost it for a bit because I couldn't find. Anyways, I'm like rambling on, but yeah, I made it. It's really good, and I didn't have enough time to make it today because I was out running errands again. Um, I guess like Monday, I was running errands, and then I went to like my goal was to go to the dollar store, um, because I I guess I'm just gonna recap my day, and then I'll get into like the other things or like what's been happening since, because I feel like there's a lot that has been happening There's a lot. And I guess I'll just start with the most recent thing today or yesterday, basically. So, yeah, woke up at 11 actually, went back to sleep, and then woke up at 2:30 p.m. Um, did some work, like a little like TA work because I'm a TA for a communications class. Did that, had my office hours, wrote some emails, graded some papers that were like long overdue, but we don't talk about that. Whatever, we did our work. And then we went out around like 7 p.m. to go to the dollar store that closed at 9. So then I walked there. And then surprisingly, they had majority of the things that I needed. Well, literally yesterday, I literally, like over the past 2 days, I've spent 200 over $200, which is not like me at all. And it hasn't even been on like anything that expensive. It's literally just been like a bunch of things, like either on food, like groceries, or like literally the dollar store. Because I can shop till I drop when I go to the dollar store. Like the dollar store is where I just like go ham because everything is so cheap. And then everything, when you get it, it all adds up. But so yesterday, I spent like $90 on groceries. I didn't have any groceries for like a good 2-3 weeks at my house. So I expected to do like a big grocery shopping, and then I spent $90 at No Frills. Then I go to like there's this like dollar store. It's not Dollarama, but it's like a dollar store like near the Walmart Plaza because I needed some things in Walmart. So I went to No Frills, spent $90, and went to the dollar store close to Walmart, and I got a few things. I literally just spent like money on like containers and like cute lunch boxes because I thought they looked really cute, and I need more containers to like store my food. So I literally spent like so much money on containers. I spent like $32 there. Um, oh, let me get closer to the mic. There we go. I'm like worried that I like sound too like quiet, but I hope this is like a good volume. So yeah, spent $32 at the dollar store, then went to Walmart and spent like about 50, a little over $50 there. Then yeah. So in one day, I spent like about like $170 on like regular items. And like these items were like kind of cheap. It was just I got a lot of stuff. And then the next day, which was so that was all Sunday. And then this is now Monday. Sorry. Yeah, this was now Monday. Today I go to the dollar store and I spend $40. But it's kind of okay because I was going to like my goal is to actually buy things off of Amazon, which I actually think I do need to do that now that I think about it. I thought I could have like gotten away with not buying things on Amazon, but I do want hojicha and I don't really know how to get that in other places or like get a good quality, so I'm probably going to buy that. And if I can't find a like milk foam, like a stainless steel milk foam pitcher, then I'm gonna have to buy that on off of Amazon as well. Because I went to Walmart and they didn't have it. They only sell it online. And my goal is for or like an interest of mine recently is that I want to start creating like those aesthetic coffee art designs that you see at like cafes, like when you buy like a latte, like they make these like cute little designs, whether it's like a heart or like cute little designs with like the milk. I'm gonna try to do that, and there's actually a way that you can do that without like the fancy coffee machine and like foaming your mouth or frothing your milk. Like you can do that with something called like a French press, and it's like uh I have it, but I don't feel like grabbing it. But it's basically like, I think it's meant for coffee. I don't really know how you use that for coffee, but um, you basically froth the milk using the French press or a coffee press. And then there's like, it's like a specific way you have to do it though. Like you have to do like five like big pumps and like 30 little pumps. I don't know. I'm gonna watch a video and do it. And then um, that's gonna be my little hobby, little fun thing that I'm gonna do. So I had to buy stuff for that. And so I got the coffee press, which I'm so happy that I found it at the dollar store. I never thought I would find that at the dollar store, but thank God that they sold it at the dollar store. And I don't have to spend like $20 on one on off of Amazon. I literally spent like less than $5, probably like 4.75 on that. So thank God I got that, and I also got a like thermometer, sorry, a thermostat probably, like to like, because I think you have that has to be at a certain temperature because you have to like microwave the milk so that it's like hot. I don't even know. Like there's a whole process with like, the heat of the milk and the density and whatever, all the sciencey stuff. And then you have to like, after you heat it up, the milk up, you have to pour it in this like milk foaming pitcher. It's like those like stainless steel pitchers that you see, and then that they put the milk in, and you like use it to like make the art in the cup. And I don't have that, and they do sell it at Walmart, but um they sell it online only. I'm assuming those things are like kind of like special because I don't really see them selling it in regular places. Um, but I do have a Canadian Tire that's close to me. So I think either if I have time tomorrow or technically today, which is Tuesday, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna try and like see if they have one. It might be a little bit more expensive, but I might just get it. Although now that I think about it, I do still have to buy things off of Amazon if I want hojicha. And then I also want to get more matcha because I still have like a 30-gram tin left, but I am running out. But I guess that can wait. I don't need that right now. So, and if I want to start the art thing, I think I might just like get it, like see if I can find it at like a local like place here. And then I also was thankful of finding this like ice tray, but like it's the ice tray that has like the mini, you can like get the mini like ice. Like you can, it's like instead of like the big blocks of ice, it's like really small blocks of ice. Um, and I've seen a lot of people like in aesthetic videos online, they just like put like the ice cubes in the coffee drinks, like, and it's like little tiny ice cubes. And I honestly feel like it's better for the coffee when you're making like drinks like that because it like takes up less space in the cup, and it's also like it looks more aesthetic. It probably makes the drink taste better, to be honest. I feel like the smaller the ice, it's just better that way. So I found that at Walmart and I never thought I'd find it. So I'm so happy I found that. I need to go more into like, I'm only in the food section when I go to Walmart, but there's like a whole other side that sells like kitchen appliances, like home appliances, like there's a whole other side to Walmart. So I'm really happy I found that. The only thing I need is the milk foam pitcher thing. And I also, unfortunately, I'm gonna see if I can use the skim milk because thank God I don't have to buy milk anymore because my dad works at this place, and they give him like, sounds kind of weird, but like they give him like these like bags of like this like powdered milk, and it's like skim milk. but it's actually so convenient because it's really easy to store. You can store it anywhere because it's like it's not in liquid form. It's like a powder, and then all you have to do to like make turn it into like liquid milk is to like add. You probably add like I add like about 10 tablespoons of the powder mix into like a milk jug or whatever. Depends on how big the jug is, but add about 10, and then you add like a whole water bottle, maybe like a 500 milliliter water bottle, maybe even a little bit more, like into it, and it's also lasts really long in the fridge. Like it doesn't spoil that fast, and I think that's really convenient. So I love using it, but you can't use that in order to make latte art because I think you need to use whole milk. That's what they recommend. But so I had to buy 3% milk today, and I really hope that I don't have to keep doing that because I really want to continue to make the latte art, but I don't want to have to go back to buying milk because I got away with not needing to buy it, and it like, also saves me a lot of money not needing to buy it and like it not having to spoil because I can just make like a jug of it and then use it, and I don't need to make any more if I'm not like drinking a lot of milk that week or whatever. Like it just saves me a lot of money, and it also wastes less. Like because sometimes I don't finish the milk on time, and then the whole carton spoils or half the carton spoils, and then I just wasted my money. So we're gonna see how this goes, and I'm really excited to do this. And it's been an interest for a couple of weeks, maybe even about a month now. Not super long, but it's something that I'm looking forward to, and I feel like it's like a cute little fun thing that I can incorporate. Like if I have the time, like make myself a cute little um, aesthetic looking like drink, whether it's like coffee or matcha or like hot chocolate or something, or like a mocha. I can like try that out. So I am excited for that. And I'm also going to take cute little photos of it and probably post it on like my story or something, like cute little photos and like I don't know. So that's a little hobby that I'm excited about. And recently, like I think the reason why I got that curiosity in the first place is because this is like really weird, but I've been sorry, I'm like clearing my throat a lot. I have been interested in potentially like working as like a barista at like a cafe or like even like a bubble tea place or like a Starbucks. I don't know why I want to do that. It just sounds really aesthetic to me and it sounds really fun. Like I wouldn't mind making drinks as a job. That sounds pretty low key, low maintenance. I don't know. I've gone to mixed opinions because some of my friends have like worked at like bubble tea places or like Starbucks or something, and like they say that it's like okay. I guess they also say like it depends on like who you're scheduled with. But I'm not so much worried about like the people. I'm worried about making the drinks because that's all I care about. And plus you can get like free drinks or like you can make your own drinks. So that would be really cool to me. And I don't know, especially working at a cafe, you get to like make a bunch of different like coffees. You get to learn how to make like cappuccinos, americanos, lattes. And I'm honestly not that big of a coffee fan. Like I don't need to drink coffee every day. Recently, like I have been drinking a lot of coffee or I have been like wanting coffee, but like I think it alternates because I love caffeine and I drink caffeine probably every day, but I don't it doesn't necessarily have to be coffee. Like I feel like I alternate between coffee, matcha, energy drinks, tea sometimes. Sometimes I get into tea, but like I used to be really into green tea and now not so much. Like it really depends on like my mood and what I'm feeling. Like literally one day I'll be like I want coffee and then the next day I want matcha. And I kind of alternate. Recently I've been drinking a lot of energy drinks though, which is not been that great. But honestly, when they slap, they slap. Like my friends too, like they also love energy drinks. So I'm literally just like trying their energy drinks. And then like I did steal an energy drink from my friend the other day. Yeah, and it was actually really good. Like I really like Monsters. They're really good. And when I went to the dollar store today, they had rock stars. I don't typically like rock stars. Like I feel like the last time I had one, I didn't like it because I thought it was like way too sweet and sugary, but I got the ones that were like zero sugar. So I'm gonna see how they taste. And I got the original flavor, zero sugar, and then I got this like, I think it's like a pineapple mango flavor, which sounds pretty. Because honestly, I've been into like fruity drinks recently. So I got that one. Hope it tastes good. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna see if I like it. Maybe I'll get my friends to try it too, and maybe I'll convince them to like it. Maybe we'll all like it. Um, but speaking on friends, that is another update that I have. This term has been a whirlwind. It's been a lot. Um, Literally the like maybe about last week, not this weekend, but last weekend, I like didn't I pulled my first all-nighter. I low-key pulled my first all-nighter. I did not sleep that entire day. Like I didn't sleep for about like, I still haven't calculated it. Um I think like the Monday, like I think what that one day, which day did I pull the all-nighter? I okay, I woke up on Monday at 2 p.m., I'm pretty sure. And then I didn't sleep until Wednesday. And at around like, oh, I really don't remember. But it was like later in the day on Wednesday. Like it could have been like about 2 days. I think it was definitely over 40 hours though. It was like over, I think it was nearing 50 hours that I didn't sleep. And I had run off of an energy drink. And the reason for this is because my friend was having a showcase because he got picked for to do like for our club, our dance club. Like there's people every Tuesday and Thursday that do sessions and they teach a choreo. So he got selected because technically it's his last term here. Um, but we're trying to convince him to stay, and we're still, he's up for it. So we're trying to convince him to stay and get him a job and whatever, get him settled in Canada because we don't want him to leave because this is technically his last term. So we cannot have him leave. But anyways, he was selected to like teach his choreography. And so for the showcase, there's always a showcase with the entire choreography at the end. So me, him, and then two other of our friends were also in it. And there's a girl and a guy. And the other guy who was in it, he's newer to our friend group. He just joined our friend group. And he we basically were introduced to him because he joined our performance team. And so we thought he had a cool vibe. And at first I didn't really know about him. Like I wasn't really familiar with him because he was new, and technically this was his first term here, even though he's a first year technically, even though he skipped a term, but he just came this term, so this is his first term. And then so yeah, like we're like, oh, someone was like, "Oh, he's cool. We should, and he's a good dancer from what we see, so he should join as well." So it was me, him, and then um, another friend, and then the guy who's choreographing. So this dance was like he was doing the whole song for the showcase. Most people they do maybe like a minute of the song for the showcase. He did like the entire 3 minutes. And it was to this like Japanese like pop song. It's a really cool song. I think it's called like DDD. I don't remember the artist's name, but it was a cool song. And so we had to learn the whole 3 minutes and 6 seconds of it, the dance. So over the past few weeks, we had to like learn it while also like, balancing school, and I had to balance co-op and all that. And I was literally falling behind on all of my co-op responsibilities, like my TA responsibilities and like the thing for my unpaid co-op, because I have two co-op positions this term because I couldn't get like a full-time co-op thing. So um I think that's where I left off on the last uploaded video. I was talking about like I had an interview. Well, girl, as you can see, I did not get that position. And I ended up sorting something out though. I was dead close to not getting a full co-op term and having to like not have a co-op this term because I either wasn't like no places were getting back to me, or yeah. um and I don't entirely remember what interview I had for what position last time, because yeah, like my last video I uploaded was like 4 months ago, but it's been a while. But I ended up getting a response back the from one of the placements that I applied for. I think it was also like an unpaid thing. It had to do with like content creation or content editing. So I was looking forward to it. And then they emailed me saying, "Hey, we're interested." Sorry. I'm like snorting and like coughing in the mic. um, we're interested in like, they're like, "We're interested, like let's set up an interview or like a further interview." And but they literally sent that to me like probably about like 2 or 3 days before like I had to actually be arranged for a co-op. So I don't even think that process would have happened on time. Like I have to do the interview with you. I don't even know if I'm selected. Like this is just like an interview, another interview. I might be in like the second cycle process for getting the position, but I don't know if I have the position. So like I'm being interviewed, and then I might have to go through another cycle and then whatever, and I don't know if I'm going to be secured. Like I had to be secured on like October 27th, and I think they sent me the email maybe like October 25th, or like maybe or the 24th or something, but it was like really short notice. And I literally sent them an email saying like they weren't responding to me for a while. And I sent them an email saying like, "Hey, I need to be arranged for my co-op by like the 27th. Like please let me know if like I'm still like in the running or whatever." And then I didn't hear back from them for a while. And then they decided to hit me with, "Hey, another interview." And I'm like, and thankfully at the time though, my mom, she has connections and she helped me find another position at this other place as a communication assistant, and it's unpaid. But you know what? I have the experience and I have everything on my resume. Um, and honestly, I'm just happy that I don't have to like forfeit my co op for this term, because I think I technically could forfeit one, but if I don't need to, then I'm not going to. And this just gives me more experience for like my next co op. So I'm happy that I got that unpaid position. Um, so yeah, I ended up getting that communications assistant position and then a TA position. So and it took a lot, and I'm still even trying to figure out like the whole co-op or like OSAP situation, because I should probably even call them like tomorrow, even though I probably won't have time because I have to finish a PD assignment that is literally the last day to submit it is tomorrow, and it was literally due on the 18th. So I'm already getting 10% off, but tomorrow's the last day to submit it, and I'm gonna submit it before um, session tomorrow, because tomorrow's Tuesday, or technically today, um, at 6. So I'm gonna finish my assignment because tomorrow's the last day to submit it. Um, but yeah, anyways, I've been neglecting all of that and all of my responsibilities during my co-op because I had to prepare for this showcase, and honestly, like, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, this is my friend. He asked me to do this. I'm not about to bail. Um, and then during that preparation, there, like, we go to the studio, we practice, but like we literally stayed there all night, and then we left the studio at like 8:30 or like around 8 in the morning. We go to my other friend's house because she lives close by, and um I guess like the two of them are roommates, like two of the friends in the dance group are roommates, so we just go to their house. Um yeah, and then everyone goes to sleep, takes a nap, and I don't sleep. I try to work on my assignment even though I literally didn't even end up finishing it, and I didn't sleep that entire day. And then we grinded and all that. And like the showcase, honestly, I'm low key kind of disappointed because I feel like I think I wasn't messing up before, but I think the pressure got to me because like you're kind of performing in front of like your friends. Um and even though like they were like mainly like my friends or people from the performance team watching, like I still kind of cracked under the pressure, and I started messing up a lot, and I started like messing up on moves that I never messed up on before. I had no problem with that part, and I just messed up randomly. So I was kind of disappointed. And also, like, we kind of like started to get closer and closer, like to the front when we were dancing, and the person filming couldn't really like capture all of us. And I feel like I wish they backed up a little bit more, because like you couldn't even really see all of us in the camera. So I wish that we were able to like refilm it, and I was kind of disappointed with like how I danced. And like literally that video was uploaded. It's like I really wish we could have redid it, but I guess also like no one really knew that I messed up. I don't know if it was like very obvious to other people. I mean, it kind of was, but maybe they just thought it was like a part of it because like no one really knew what was coming. So, it's fine, but I really wish that we could have redid it. But that happened. Pulled up my first all-nighter. And then yeah, like new faces joining the friend group. Um, the person in the dance, he's kind of a part of our friend group now. And then I've been staying really late at school, like a lot of the days, almost every day, maybe like 2 or 3 times out of the week. I just like literally stay all night at school. But it's fun because I'm with like my friends and I'm meeting new people um, from performance teams, and it's been really fun. We've all kind of just hung out and like stayed at school, and we kind of just stay in the class together, and we study. Even though we none of us study, we kind of just like listen to music and we talk and play games and stuff. So it's been really fun getting to hang out with people, and I feel like that's kind of like partly what I need right now, especially with my mental health kind of like yo-yoing a little bit. I think part of me does like crave socialization and being around people, but I'm still in this like rut of like wanting to be around people but not really wanting to like socialize or talk. I think I'm just like very mentally exhausted. Like, I want the company of being around people and having that like connection and with others, but I don't really feel like being super upbeat all the time. Half the time I go to like practice. Like, the only reason I go to campus is to do practice. And then all my friends are at practice, like for dance. And then we all kind of just end up staying late and doing our work and stuff like that. Well, we're not really working, we're just hanging out. But um, yeah. So I crave that, but sometimes I'm like not in a mood to like socialize. But it's been fun. Um, I really have enjoyed that company and like going out to socials with my friends and meeting new people. And I really, it's been like an exciting thing. And I think part of it is like me also wanting to have like a change in my life, and like things I want a different atmosphere, a different environment, new things to happen. I think my life is very stagnant right now, and I'm slowly craving something more in my life. And I think that's a good sign, because hopefully that means that something more is coming. Um and slowly, gradually it is, and I'm gaining new experiences and I'm having a fun time. It's not just like work, go to sleep, eat, whatever, like workout, exercise. Like, it's not really like I'm having these new experiences, which I feel like are really fun. And it also does take me back to like being a kid, because like that's always something that I've cherished. It's like my time with my friends when I was younger, and it's kind of taken me back to like having that connection with people and having fun with people and being in a friend group, especially because I've always been in friend groups. Like, my entire life I've always been a part of a friend group. In elementary school and high school, I've always kind of had like these big friend groups, and I'm kind of gaining that kind of friend group vibe again, which is like nice. It is different because, we're all a little bit more mature. We also are all very busy. Um and stuff like that, but it's still really fun to do things and connect with people. And I've had some meaningful talks. There has been some drama. There's been a lot of drama recently. Um my friend, like, there's been some love drama going on, not with me, with my friends. Um it's Yeah, this term is like, it's either cuffing season where people are getting together, or it's breakup season where people are like breaking up with their hoes, with their hus. But and like the breakup season is like, it's bad. Like, I've had like two friends that have gone through really bad breakups recently, and sometimes I don't know how to help them, because I feel like in the moment I'm there for them. I'm very invested during the entire thing. I feel like I'm always there. I'm always willing to listen, ready to like share my like enthusiasm with the situation. And I feel like I'm there in the moment. I'm there for support and emotional support and opinions and stuff. But then after a while, I kind of just get tired of talking about it. And I feel like that's like, especially when it's the same topic of conversation, the only thing I'm talking about with that person is their whole drama. And sometimes I get really tired of it. And I also get tired of getting involved in it, because especially when it doesn't work out, and I kind of just hate being the person that like is also affected. But, like it's happened in high school and it's happening now, but there's no one to blame. Like if it didn't work out with them, it didn't work out. But sometimes like it kind of sucks that I have to like be put in the middle of it, or like I'm affected somehow. I'm also losing someone, but like I guess that's my own selfishness coming out because it's not really like my problem. So I can't really like be sad about like being affected. Like it's hurting me less than it's hurting the people who are actually like directly involved in it. So it's whatever. But sometimes I just don't really know um, how to be there after that, especially because I've never like been in these kind of like dramatic like situations. I kind of like tend to stay, not even stay out of drama. I just don't attract drama, which kind of says a lot about my character, which I'm a little happy about. Like I'm not really attracting toxic people, and I'm also not like entertaining toxic people. And honestly, I'm really happy that like I don't attract that kind of vibe into my life because it just kind of saves me a lot more, like a lot less heartbreak, a lot less trauma to have to like live with. I do see it firsthand, but I don't have to be living it and like thinking about it all the time. Honestly, takes the load off my shoulders, the load that I never even had off my shoulders, and I'm kind of happy that I don't attract that those toxic people or toxic energy into my life. But yeah, a lot of drama has happened with that, and I've also witnessed it firsthand. Um, and yeah, it's been like ups and downs mental health wise, like even in my life now. I am happy that like my life is becoming a lot more interesting and I have things to look forward to every day. Like I never know what's going to happen. Like I kind of go into something like thinking things are going to be normal, and then I'm like, wow, I never expected this to happen today. So, and it's also fun getting to like psychoanalyze people, and like that's also something that I feel like I do a lot more now. I feel like I'm getting better at reading people, or getting better at like understanding what they're thinking, or like interpreting what they're thinking or feeling in that moment. It's kind of fun, and I think my brain just kind of does that because I am like an overthinker and I am very indecisive and I think about a lot of things. So I kind of also think about how other people are thinking and feeling in that moment, and like how they perceive others and perceive themselves or perceive their own situation. So it's fun getting to, and I also like think about how like other people think of like what I'm thinking. I kind of get deep psychologically into that. But anyways, a funny story. I'm going to end the video soon because it's getting late and I want to wake up at a reasonable time tomorrow to finish my assignment. Um, so a few more updates and like a funny story. An update, I guess a future update is like hopefully going to be going to um, Western um, to like perform. I did this like last term too, like during our performance team. So we kind of perform there. Um, so that's happening this Saturday, but like there's a lot of complications because this term we have less people to drive us. We only really have people in my performance team that can drive, and there's like an exchange student from Australia, and we thought that she could drive, but like honestly, I was wondering, I'm like, she has an Australian driving license. I don't think that's going to work here. And lo and behold, it did not work. So she's not permitted to drive in Canada. So she can't drive. And then we have like a few people on our team, but like there's also another performance team going, and they don't have any designated drivers. No one drives. So, and then buses are hella expensive and they don't really want to all be having to pay a huge cost just to go. And everyone has midterms, and then there's like drama happening, like someone got kicked off. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. The drama is a lot, and I don't really want to like say too much because like I feel like it's kind of um talking a lot about like people's private information or private things. Like if like one of my friends saw this, I don't really know if they'd want me to like say any of it. But yeah, like it's been a lot, and long story short, um we're just having a lot of complications, and like the hip hop team, um the dance club, with friends, friend groups, relationships. There's been a lot of like perceptions and perspectives. And yeah, it's this term has definitely been the most interesting term, and I'm not really complaining. We're just gonna see how it continues to go, as it progresses or as it ends, because like it's almost over. We have like about a month or so left, and then exams, and then we have the next term. So, but to end off this video, I will say a funny story that happened recently. Um, so it was one of the nights where um me and like everyone, like all my friends, were like staying late at school, and we all decided, or not all, but about four of us decided to go to Farah convenience store, which is like, yeah, a convenience store, like that kind of sells everything, and it's like open 24/7. And then we decided to go there, and we had to leave the building to go, and it was kind of late. It was maybe about like 11:30 p.m. That's just an estimate. I don't really know how late it was, but it was kind of late. And we left. We went to Farah's. They picked up their monsters energy drinks, and we also picked up some drinks for like some other people, like who were still in the class. And so well, one of our friends who came with us, she had to go back home, and she lived like 5 minutes away from campus, but she had to go back home because she needed her iPad to do work. So me and um the two other friends, we went, and then I was also eating my dinner at the time, so I needed ketchup packets, and then we quickly went into Harvey's and asked for ketchup packets. And then we went back to the school building to go back inside, but they locked the doors at like a specific time. So I think they locked the doors at like 11 or 10. And it was past, like it was probably about like 11:30. So my estimate was probably right. So we tried to go back in, the doors were locked. So we probably had to see if like either students were leaving, we could like catch the door like that, or like someone could let us in. So we were at the door, and no students were like coming out of like the entrance or like that we were at, but there was like a custodian there, like cleaning the building, and we couldn't like get in. So we were kind of waving at him to try and like open the door for us. Meanwhile, like the two other people I was with, one of them was calling the girl who like went home, um, and then she was on the phone like with him, and then we were all kind of like there trying to get into the building, and I think she had gotten in because she went through another entrance. So she was in the building, and I think like someone was leaving, and she ended up getting in like that. But we were at another entrance, and we were waving this custodian down, and then he comes, and we're like, oh yeah, he's gonna open the door for us, and we're gonna come in. And then he like stops, like, and then he's like, oh, like, you guys can't come in. You guys can't come in. Like, the building is closed. I don't even remember exactly what he said, but he was like kind of like cussing us out. He was like, the building is closed. Like, you guys like can't be coming in. Like, go home, whatever. Like, if you guys come in, I'm gonna call campus police. Like, and we're like, oh, we have our stuff upstairs. Like, our stuff is in one of the classrooms. And he's like, well, like, I'm not supposed to let you guys in. Like, the building is closed. Like, if you guys try to come in, I'm gonna call campus police. If you need your stuff, you either have to call campus police, or like, you have to like come back, or like get, like, it's not really my problem that you guys are like, you left your stuff. You should have thought about that before you left. And it's like, we literally just left. We're literally just left to get like some snacks or some drinks in the convenience store, and then we're gonna come back. He's like, well, you guys should have thought about that before you left. Like, you guys should know by now that like you're not allowed to come back into the building when it's closed at this hour. I mean, I did not know that, because I usually just come in either through like someone letting me in, or like someone leaving, and then I kind of go in that way. And then I'm like, oh, like, literally people, like, students are coming in and out of the buildings all the time. Like, he's like, well, yeah, that's not my concern. Like, I don't really know how they come in or out, but like, you're not allowed to come back in, whatever. And he like literally just wasn't letting us in. I didn't know that you couldn't come in after hours, but uh whatever. And we're kind of just all annoyed that he wasn't letting us in. Meanwhile, like, what our friend was like on the phone the entire time, like listening to the conversation, and she already got in the building through another entrance because like she got let in through someone leaving. And then we asked the custodian, we're like, well, like, we have like, or like, I don't remember the question that was asked, but we're like, oh, like, can someone let us in? He's like, oh, if you have a friend in here that can let you in, like, that's whatever, but like, I'm not allowed to let you guys in. And then, so we're like, oh, so like, if someone lets us in, like, are we gonna get kicked out? And he's like, well, I mean, if I don't see it, then I can't really say anything about it. Like, if, like, I don't really know how other students are getting in, but I don't really see how that happens, so I can't really stop them. Like, if I don't see you guys coming in or how you guys get in, then I can't really do anything about it. But, and luckily we had friends in the building, um, and then our friend was on the phone listening to it, and she already got in, so we're like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, we like, bro was probably having the most miserable day, and then he just had to make our lives more like miserable because he was having a bad day. But whatever. I don't think he's not paid enough to care about that kind of thing. I'm sorry for getting the floors dirty again, but we kind of need to come in to get our stuff and whatever. So then we had to kind of go around, and then our friend who was on the phone listening to all of that let us in, and it was just kind of interesting. And then we came back, and then we told our other friends who were in the classroom about it. And then it was kind of funny because they ordered food. Some of the other people in the class ordered food, and then they went to get it. And then they kind of were having like another conversation, like, after they got their food. Like, about three of them like went off, and they didn't come back for a while because they are having their conversation. And meanwhile, like, I was having a deep ass conversation with like the two people that I left with to get food and stuff, but, or to go to Farah's. But when the three of them came back, like, after they ordered their food and they came back, they decided to prank us. They're like, guys, guess what? Like, we had to go outside because the Uber was outside for our food. We had to go outside, and we got called. Like, the custodian came, and he called the campus police on us. And then we like, they started questioning us for like 2 hours. and stuff like that. And like they were like, they even like tried to describe the custodian. Like, oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Like that's him, kind of thing. Like I don't know, it was just like weird, and I actually believed them for like a good bit. And then I'm like, wait, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're joking. It's a bit, and I'm like, oh damn. I think I was like the only one who believed them, but that was really funny. Yeah. That was a funny little story to end off the video. I think I'm like getting hella tired right now, and I've been talking for like close to an hour. But I just had a lot to say because it's been a hectic couple of weeks. And honestly, I hope that it gets more hectic because I got the time for it. Because I ain't studying for no exams or midterms, so I got time. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm like staying late at school, because I don't really have no midterms, because I cannot study with friends around. They're low key a distraction. But like if I was in school right now, I'd be cooked. I'd be cooked. Especially if I had quizzes and midterms and exams and whatever and assignments to do and things to study for. But yeah, that has been my little recap of like how life is going so far, a little life update. Um, I really enjoyed recording this, and hopefully, I have the time and the energy to record more often because recently, I have not been in the mood or the right headspace to record. I've kind of just been really lazy recently and not really wanting to do anything. And then once in a while, my inspiration or motivation will come back and I'll be like more determined to get things done. Um, and I don't even know where that comes from. I think like it just comes out of nowhere. Like for a while too, I needed to do my laundry. Oh my gosh, I have another funny story. Okay, this is the last funny story I'm gonna tell. Um, yeah, my laundry was like on my floor for like a good probably week. Like I literally put my laundry on the floor and like separated it into like loads because I needed to do my laundry and I need to go grocery shopping. So I got those things done. I also needed to like clean my my bathroom and stuff. So I got those things done this weekend and I got my laundry done. And I was putting it was near the end of like my laundry and I just had to like put some stuff. I was like washing my bags and I had to put like a laundry load in. Whoa, I just burped. I don't know where I'm getting this gas from. Anyways, I hope that was not super loud on the mic. Anyways, so like I had this big load and like I had like my sheets in the load and it was kind of a big one and I had put it on in the dryer for a bit and it still was not like, to be honest, I did put like two loads in the dryer, so it was kind of a lot of clothes. So but I put it in like two rounds, so they were drying for a while. And I think I was using maybe like two dryers because I had one load and I had another load. And like during the time I was doing my laundry, this other guy, it's like a communal laundry mat, and this other guy was down there. He came down there once and like was washing his clothes, and then so whatever, I didn't think of it. He's doing his laundry. So then, I put my laundry, I think I was using two dryers and one washer. And I put my laundry, set it to run. I go upstairs, do my thing, and then I'm like, okay, my laundry's done now. I go back down there to get like to put the one load in the dryer and to take my other loads out of the dryer because hopefully that they're dry by now. I go down there and guess what I see? My clothes ain't in no dryer. My clothes are on the freaking nasty ass floor. They're on the nasty ass floor. In a pile on the floor. And guess where this other person's laundry is? In the damn dryer. This person, and I'm pretty sure it's the guy that like I saw come down and load his laundry in, he literally took my laundry out of the dryer, put it on the floor, on the nasty ass floor. My whole load of laundry. He took it out and put it on the floor. And he put his clothes in the dryer were my clothes. Like, I wasn't even using both, like all three. There's 3 dryers and 3 washers. I wasn't even using all 3 dryers. I was using 2. And I'm pretty sure was washing a load. When I come down there, all my clothes, like all the clothes that were in the dryer are on the floor, and the clothes that I'm pretty sure was in the wash was in the dryer. First of all, why are you touching my clothes? Don't touch my clothes. They're not. Don't touch my clothes. Like, if he was down there, I would have bitch slapped him to another universe. Don't touch my clothes. Okay? I don't be getting mad at people, but that was like absolutely the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen. Don't touch someone's clothes. If someone is using the dryer, you have to be a decent human being and wait. You have to wait. I'm gonna come down there to get my clothes. You're gonna have to wait a little bit, okay? It's really not that hard. Wait a little bit. Like, I'm sorry if your clothes are in the washer and they're kind of soggy, but I don't even think I was using all 3 dryers. I'm pretty sure there was one available. And he took my clothes out the dryer and put them on the floor. My clean clothes. My clean clothes. And I was baffled because that's never happened to me in my life. People are so disrespectful. And he definitely like, it's like, oh, she's not here. I need the dryer. Move your clothes out the dryer so I can put my clothes in because I don't want my clothes to get all sour and soggy. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care. Don't take my clothes out the dryer. Don't take my clothes out the dryer. So I packed up my clothes, put my clothes, and they weren't even dry. They weren't even fully dry. But that was because I had a big load. So whatever. I'm like, you know what? They're damp. I'm taking this shit upstairs because I'm gonna deal with this right now. So I like packed my clothes up and I came upstairs and I must have had like, maybe I was using I don't even know. I don't even think I was using all 3 dryers, but like I swear I was washing a load, but I saw it in the dryer. So I guess I put it in the dryer. So I took all my clothes, came upstairs with them and put them in here, put them in my room. And then I went back downstairs as fast as I could and I opened the damn dryer with his clothes in there and I threw them all over the floor. I didn't even put it in no neat pile. I didn't fold them. I didn't put them in no pile. I threw them everywhere. They're all over. I even put his like big towel in the damn trash can because that's where it belongs. Don't be touching my clothes. And I did it so fast. And I came up here like as soon as I did it. Like I threw his pants, I threw everything. I took everything out of that bitch and I threw it on the floor. And then I came up here and I'm like, damn, I should have stepped on his clothes. I should have left a footprint on his clothes, on his clean clothes. Don't be touching my stuff because I regretted not stepping on his clothes. And I even thought about like taking a drink and pouring it all over his clothes, but I'm like, okay, that's a little too mean. That's too mean. I think at that point he would make sure he finds the person who did that And I mean, I don't even care. He can like call the landlord and tell them to check the security cameras. I don't care because he did the same thing to me first. You don't take someone's clothes out the dryer, period. So I don't feel bad. And I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna throw your clothes across the room. And I should have freaking burnt them. Like I should have set the place on fire. Make them burn. Because don't be touching my stuff. Thank you very much. You wait like a decent person. I don't even think I was occupying the entire space. I was gonna come back down for my clothes. You could have waited like 20 minutes or so. Like, damn. But, anyways, yeah. I should have stepped on that hoe. I should have stepped on all over it. But I did him a solid. I just threw his clothes around. So that was that was another funny story. I was definitely frustrated that night, but I got my revenge, so everything's fine now. And he's lucky I didn't do something worse. So if he was down there, I would have been throwing hands. I would have been yelling in his face. Because you don't be doing that to someone. Because you would not like that if that was done to you. And that's the lesson of the night. Treat other people how you want to be treated. Okay? If he cared, like if he didn't care if someone did that to him, that's his business. But you don't be treating someone else's property like that. That's just selfish. We don't need to get into selfishness because we all selfish here, some more than others, and sometimes I can't stand selfish people. Because I have some selfish friends sometimes, and I feel like they need to be a little bit more considerate of other people. But that's another topic for another night. So, yes, this is my episode. Life update. I'm gonna go to sleep now because it's like 4:13 in the morning and I need to wake up at a decent time. But yeah, okay. I don't know how to end, but I'm just gonna end. All right. Good night.